Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today is going to be another personal update, a vlog. Tell you what's going on in my life. Me and my buddy Rosie here just got done hiking around this mountain. Got off some good videos. Did an energy update, which you guys have probably seen by now. Some other cool ones as well. For the first time in a while, I feel like I got my mojo back. You know, this awakening can take you out of yourself, where you forget like how confident and how like on top of things you really are, because that feeling of security and like self knowingness can go away for quite a time. It can kind of return in little bits and pieces. That's kind of what's been happening with me. I've been like feeling a little bit lost about everything, lost in my life, lost in my purpose, lost in direction, problems emerging in like my physical life, which only make me feel that much more insecure about everything. But then it always comes back. It's only to sort of force us into a better direction, and that's what was happening with me. That's why you see me on this selfie stick in nature and not in my little camper with the super loud workers blowing around all the time and planes flying over my head every 5 minutes. There was a lot of problems I was going through. But anyway, kind of wanted to report back and tell you how great I feel. Not to say, oh, look how great I feel, I'm rubbing it in your face, but just to remind you that you guys have seen it firsthand. You saw, a lot of you guys have been watching me a while, you saw how, like, you might have sensed how, sensed that I was going through some stuff, sensed I was quite disconnected. And I haven't gone through such a lengthy transformation like that in a while, but I'm not immune to it, that's for sure. And I suspect I'll go through that kind of thing many more times. And not that I ever enjoy it, but I know where it leads, and I welcome them because I feel so much better now. I'm very happy with the outcome, as I always am. And you always are as well. Now I'm getting lost here. I gotta like see where I'm going. Sometimes I just don't pay attention where I'm going. I got myself lost on this trail before and had to go a very long ways to get back. So later on, well, it's tomorrow. What is it? Monday. Tomorrow, me and my wife are going to be going to the Perfect Circle concert, which is awesome. They don't really tour all that often, but it's a very awesome band, a very higher conscious type of band. So maybe I'll take you along for a little bit of that. For me and her, that's a very pivotal, it's like a big marker for us, you know, for us symbolically. It was at a Perfect Circle concert that me and her experienced what some of you guys write me about, where it was just a very mystical, divine type of experience in relation to us waking up to the reality that there is a mass awakening taking place. Maybe I'll let her talk about it a little bit more. But we both had like an experience at the same time where it was like our heart chakra just burst open with love, very intense love energy. And we were on kind of like a spiritual high for a little while there, where in enlightenment, it was like I was enlightened truly for like a week, you know. And it was that whole like mystical experience at the concert where basically I remember what happened was it was already an intense thing going on, but the show had opened and I just got the thought in my head that I am that. Like, you know, a lot of, it said that once you're enlightened, the statement of I am that I am makes perfect sense. And in that moment it did. I said, I am that. And when I said the word that, my consciousness just exploded in all directions. It was such a real experience, such a massive like shift in consciousness, all in that one instance. And it was like, I am that. And it was like, whoa. I was the universe for a little while there. And right as that happened, my heart just exploded with love energy. It was the most intense thing. It was not just like, my mood was uplifted. It was legitimate spiritual love energy gushing out of my heart chakra, all while I'm zooming around as the universe, as the one. And it was after that point, it was like I was just opened up big time. And that's not, I talk about my Kundalini awakening. This is a separate time. This is a few years after that Kundalini awakening. This is a different thing. It's more like in relation to the planetary ascension opposed to my own individual unfoldment. So that was a really incredible night for us. And I've always had again, I've seen them a few times. And it's always been at a very important part of my life. Another time I saw that band, I was living in Florida, and I was clean, and at that point some of my buddies from Michigan had gotten word that I went down to Florida to get help, and they came down, and at one point we were all living together. Me and my best friend Derek, we got to go to this Perfect Circle concert, and it was just such a powerful night. At that point we were living such mundane lives. Neither of us had cars. He had this dorky pink bike he rode around in, and I went through several different bikes because they kept getting stolen. Anyway, we just had these very like robotic lives where we just went to work, came home, I went to the gym all the time at that time as well, and then went to a meeting, an AA meeting, and that was like my life. So to do anything, I remember how we would get when our buddies that we worked with would come and pick us up, and we'd go for a car ride. It was like we were like little kids in the candy store. So appreciative to be in a car ride. So for us to go to it was an outdoor concert right near where we were living. It was just an amazing, it reminded us that life can be so awesome. So anyway, a lot of times when big things happen with me, there's big things happening with a lot of you guys. So I'd be very curious what's going on in your lives at the time of this video. Maybe some sort of big chapter ending and new beginning, or some kind of big thing going on. Hopefully you're having some fun as well. But I'm gonna bounce. This is not where I live. This is not the campground I live in. I'm just visiting here. It's a campground that's just happens to have that cool mountain I just showed you. But anyway, I'm a little bit tired because I got off like several videos just recently. Just before shooting this, I shot a bunch of videos, and when I get in, sometimes I get to where I feel so connected, and it's just like a channeling experience. It drains me. It kind of poops me out a little bit, and that's how I feel now. So probably won't last too much longer. Anyway, just kind of wanted to give you guys a personal update that you might have seen. That looks like Victor's, you don't know which way he's going to go. You don't know what's going on with him. That was just me going through a big shift. And I feel finally that not that I'm like perfect or anything, but that whole experience has sort of wrapped itself up. And I feel more solidified, like I feel like my old self again. So who knows where this will lead now. It's like a brand new book I'm opening. And again, for all of you guys who have stuck with me and have been able to kind of accept that I go through stuff too, it means the world to me, and I do appreciate it. I do see some people did drop off. My subscriber rates has gone down, which is okay. That's just a reflection of what I was going through. That's kind of to be expected. But I'm back. Imagine all